start off with news around the state. California leaders are demanding answers and accountability today, just hours after yet another flight of more than a dozen migrants were flown in from out of state and dropped off in Sacramento. All of it, they allege, happening with no warning and under false pretenses. Capitol Correspondent Eytan Wallace joins us from the state capitol reporting on who Governor Gavin Newsom and Attorney General Rob Bonta say is responsible for this.
Well, Governor Newsom and Attorney General Rob Bonta are quite angry and quite clear with who they say is responsible, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis.
These practices are disgusting, cruel, callous. They're shameful, they're wrong, they're un-American.
An outraged California Attorney General Rob Bonta making his thoughts known after confirming for the second time in less than a week, South American migrants in Texas were flown on a chartered plane to Sacramento, all under false pretenses they would receive assistance and jobs upon arrival to the capital city, none of which Bonta says actually happened.
These are individuals that are seeking safety and fleeing situations where there's potential violence and persecution. And when they set foot in the United States as asylum seekers, they should have been received with that dignity, respect, humanity, and compassion, but instead they were received with deceit.
The Monday morning flight with approximately 20 migrants came just 4 days after a first flight with 16 migrants also brought them to the capital city, where a bus on Friday then brought them to the Catholic Diocese of Sacramento. On both flights, Bonta says the migrants arrived with confusion and nowhere to go.
Pain, more cruelty, more inhumanity being visited upon people, human beings who don't deserve it.
So who's behind it all? He says given that the migrants were in possession of documents purporting to be from the government of the state of Florida, he believes he knows who's responsible.
We believe this is the official practice of the state of Florida, and that this is something that is endorsed by and supported by Governor DeSantis. They use official tax dollars to pay for a private vendor to reach out to asylum seekers and migrants and fly them to other states. My message is check yourself, Governor DeSantis. You're morally bankrupt. These practices are inhumane and un-American, and they must stop.
It's a program he says Florida has used before when they sent migrants to Martha's Vineyard last year. Now, California Governor Gavin Newsom is slamming DeSantis, writing on Twitter, quote, "Ron DeSantis, you small, pathetic man. This isn't Martha's Vineyard." Newsom then questioned whether this could constitute kidnapping charges.
Trying to make a legal case for kidnapping, I don't think it's going to fit.
When Eytan is an attorney and state bar certified specialist in immigration and nationality law. He says while it is unlikely California could pursue criminal charges in this matter, he believes civil action is certainly possible.
There are some nefarious things that have occurred. And if not illegal, it is just reprehensible and immoral. So I think that's where the civil exposure is going to come into play here, and somebody's going to pay dearly.
Hey, we reached out to the Florida Governor's Office, the Florida Office of Emergency Management, and the Texas Department of Public Safety for their side to all of this, but did not hear back as of news time. Reporting from the state capitol, Eytan Wallace, 17 News.